Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and on this video I'm gonna show you a brush set that is kinda dupe to the Morphe X Ariel brush. So without further ado, let's get on that video. This is the 10 pieces brush set that I found na medyo closer sa Morphe X brushes. But I'm gonna tell you guys now that on the spot, this is not the dupe because it's very different from their brush heads. But we all know that the Morphe X Ariel brush costs around $100 and they resell it for 8 to 10,000 pesos here in the Philippines, and we all can't afford that price. So I found the medyo kind of similar look man lang. So later I'm gonna tell you how much this 10 pieces brush set, but for now we're going to put this on the test if worth it ba siya. So sa store, yung photo niya, meron siyang mga brush number. But pagdating sa mismong brush handles, wala naman siyang mga numbers. So I guess I'm just going to create names for them. I already prepped my face, so now we're going to start sa base. And unfortunately, I don't have any base makeup like foundation or tint. So I'm going to start na sa concealer. And I'm going to use this brush. And as you can see about the quality, meron agad siyang parang tutsang. Meron agad siya dyan na isang hibla na nakataas. So you know the quality is not already good. Let's see sa performance. Kasi meron pa rin naman mga ibang brush or brushes na talagang nagpo-fall apart siya. Or may mga hibla-hibla na lumalabas. So I'm just going to cut it. This one, yung brush niya medyo maliit. Or yung brush head niya. And what's interesting in here, naka-angled siya. And I've noticed it ngayon na medyo uso yung ganitong brush head na naka-angled siyang ganyan. So parang pag ganyan siya. I'm going to apply this concealer, the same in the shade 2.5. Then, i-blend ko na siya. Well, it blended nicely. And hindi siya streaky. It really depends talaga sa brush and the product. But this one, I like it. But for the concealer, I mean for the foundation, I think it's too small. So, medyo matatagalan ka mag-blend. Tagay tayo dito. Dito. So, what I've noticed is, when nagbe-blend na ako dito sa bandang nose, medyo hard to reach siya pag ito yung ginamit mo. So, I'm going, or I did use the tip ng brush. So, ginaganyan ko siya. And ayan, blended na siya. I love this. I'm giving this one a 9. So fluffy. Wala siyang tumutusok-tusok. I love this. And now, guys, we're going to proceed sa powder. Kind of funny kasi wala akong matinong makeup powder. I only have the pulbo powder, which is shade. So, what I usually do is put this puff like this. So, saset ko lang yung buong face ko. So, of course, may mga tira-tira yan na powder. So, hindi tayo pwede maging espasol. So, what I always do is to buff it with a brush powder. So, this is the biggest size sa set na to. Again, pero na naman siyang patutsang dyan. Ayan. So, we're going to cut it again. It is what it is. You'll get what you pay for. Ayan. As you can see, sa brush head, it's still slim and then medyo pa ganyan siya, pahaba. And I'm used to this kind of powder brush. Medyo dispersed and then a bit fluffier. Because when you compare it, this one is so slim. Kaya sabi ko, parang hindi siya powder brush. But since this is the biggest one, and then, I'll just try to work this. So, ayan, isuset ko lang yung concealer na ganyan din. Okay naman siya. Medyo slim lang siya talaga. Ayan, so medyo mahirap siya as a powder brush. But it works. So, I'm just giving this 6 out of 10. But it works naman. Medyo, you need more time nga lang to blend since this is a thin and slim powder brush. Next naman is contour. I don't have to contour kasi hindi naman maputi yung face ko, but just to try these brushes. The angled one, I think this is very good for contour since it's very slim and thin. So merong precision na magaganap. And I'm going to use the Dawn Tone. So get ready with me. So this. I like it already. The time that I saw this brush, sabi ko, best for contour. Very precise. We can also do our nose, no problem since it's very thin and slim. I'm going to do the other side. There you go. So I'm giving this 9.5 out of 10. I feel like sana medyo mas onti pa siyang bristles kasi sobrang thin niya talaga. But the precision is nice. Siguro yung pagiging thin niya rin, okay na rin kasi it's very easy to blend the powder product. So this is the contour brush. Next is we're going to do bronzer, and I opt to use the powder brush again since it's very slim and wala na ibang brush to use for bronzer. Okay din naman to, pero masyado siyang thin and slim for a bronzer. So I'm going to use this again. So gamitin ko lang tong Beach Balm ni Get Ready With Me. Na-pick up naman niya yung product. Wow, so nice. Sobrang fluffy and thin niya na nahihirapan siyang maglagay ng product. Makakailan dip ka before mo makita yung product. I'm going to try this. I think this one is better since medyo compact siya kesa dun sa brush na to. Because this one is fluffier. Do the bronzer with this contour brush. Now I can see a bit. Pero you really have to build this one. Application wise ng bronzer, medyo not really. Also sa pan na rin or sa bronzer, since this one is not that pigmented, buildable siya. So, I'll suggest this if meron kayong mga bronzer or contour na isang dip pakak agad. So, use these kinds of brushes. Now, my favorite part is for the blush brush. You can see very thin ulit and medyo a bit domey. Medyo ganun siya na brush. And still slim. So, if you want a precise application of blush, this is the best. So, now we're going to put this on the test. I'm going to use the Pablo's Latte from Get Ready With Me. There. Oh. Pag gusto mo dito lang, Pag gusto mo dito lagyan, freshy. If you want to put it on the center lang. Diba? So, this kind of brush is for precision. Blush brush is 10 out of 10 for me. Now, let's go for the highlighter. And meron silang for highlighter talaga, which is this fan brush. Ang cute no? Kasi fan brush siya, pero may pagka-angled pa rin yung itsura niya. This is an intense highlighter. So, let's see. Oh my gosh. Since this Lit AF is an intense highlighter, medyo di ko siya trip gamitin for this specific brush kasi intense na siya. Tapos pagka-apply mo, since pa-straight siya na brush, bigla may parang pa-straight highlighter dyan. So, you have to diffuse it by walisin mo. Yan, walisin mo yung walisin mo yung highlighter na yan. But let's try the subtle version highlighter. This one is shade Mayari. Look guys, na pick up niya rin naman yung highlighter. Ooh, so I guess your application shouldn't be like this, but more of circular para hindi intense or may isa kang check na highlighter dyan. I'll also put in here sa brow bone. Ganda. So, this is like 8 out of 10 for me lang. It's very cute and easy to use naman siya. Like, really intended for highlighter. Now guys, let's move on for the eye brushes. Sadly, I don't have any eyeshadow palettes right now or any like single eyeshadow pans. So I'll just use again the palette for my eyes. And first, I'm going to use this fluffy brush. Yan yung problem ko sa kanila. Masyado siyang mataas. So, nahihirapan pag circular motion ng ating blending. To make a transition eyeshadow, okay naman siya, pero again, as I told you, nahihirapan sa pag-circular motion since masyadong mahaba ang bristles. Pwede rin naman siya pang nose line. I like it also. So, this is a 6 out of 10 kasi I told you nga, meron na akong preference for blending eyeshadow or preference for eyeshadow brushes to blend, especially pang transition. And when I saw this, I already knew na hindi ito yung. Now, I'm really having a hard time kung anong gagawin ko sa dalawang to. Like, kind of funny. I'll try to use this as pang overall eyeshadow. Going to use the Huntress shade. This is a blush on, guys. But it's fine to use as your eyeshadow. So, medyo dito lang sa outer. Okay, nice naman siya. Naman siya guys, nakikita ko naman siya. And hindi siya streaky sa eyes. So, I guess this is a one swipe eyeshadow brush. So I'm giving this 8. I kinda like it kasi mabilis lang siya. Now let's move on sa shorter version ng kanina. And this one I feel like it's also good for the lips. But right now I'm just going to use it on the very like outer V ng lids ko. And I'm going to use the contour shade, which is the Dawn Tone. And I'm just going to use it in here. So, I'm giving this 4. 4 out of 10. Like, maybe parang dito. Pang cut crease, I guess this one is better. Pero for eyeshadow, I'm just going to use this thin one to put a glitter in here. So I'm just putting lit AF here. Look, yan ang sinasabi ko. Minsan, nasa purpose of application yan. Pag hindi mag-work here, find somewhere places kung saan siya mag-work. Ayan, diba? Perfect. Hindi siya makalat. So, this brush, I'm giving this 7 out of 10. And marami pa siyang pwedeng gamitan. For the last eyeshadow brush, this is like a eyeshadow. This is the best for panglagay ng glitters in here. This beautiful shade. I'm going to use or put it on the center using this eyeshadow brush. And nice, precise application. Since this kind of glitter, highlighter, topper, eyeshadow glitter, medyo makalat siya. So, if gagamitan mo siya ng something like this, magkakalat siya yung glitters niya. So, this one is so good to stay in place kung saan mo lang siya gusto. Nice, nice. So beautiful. So, I'm just going to complete my look and then I'll share you my last thoughts about the brushes. So, this is the final look. For my final thoughts, unahin ko yung eyeshadow brushes. So, this brushes, to me, it's fine, but my favorite is the one swipe eyeshadow brush. I'm just rating it around like 6.5 out of 10. Kasi, ito lang yung parang feeling ko gagamitin ko na madalas. And then this first, like, okay na siya kahit wala siya sa buhay ko, ganun. It's my fave. But anyways, let's continue for the face brushes. You already know what's my favorite. The blush brush and this, the concealer brush that I used. Also this fan brush. Like, it's very cute. Actually, all of this, magagamit mo naman siya. It really depends upon you. But for me, this is what I like the most. So, for this brush set or face brush set, I'm going to rate this 8 out of 10. This 10 pieces aesthetic brush set will only cost you for 162 pesos sa Shopee. So, I'm going to link it down below sa description box and sa comment box. So, overall, this brush set, I'm going to rate this 7 out of 10. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button, share this to your friends, and comment down below your thoughts and your questions. I'll try to answer it all. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye! Adios!